That's the last thing we want to do. That's a direct order. Do it now.
He's been put down, ripped off, cut open. Now, he's unleashed. The American insurgency starts now. This is Rusty Humphries, Rebellion Radio.
Well, hello, my brother from another mother. How you doing, my sister from another mister? Hello, welcome. It is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We are brought to you by Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream, Ad Zombies, and more. But first, let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. We're doing something different we've never done before. Right now, we are on Facebook Live, and I want to welcome you and say hello. And I want you to comment because we are doing a live show right now, not just on Facebook, but this podcast will be out across the world. The Rusty Humphries Rebellion is becoming one of the top podcasts in the world, thanks to you. And because of that, I want to have your voice be heard, unlike those in the left who want to shut you up. Now, here's what I hear and what I'm going to talk about a little bit. Chuck Schumer is an international drug dealer. Maxine Waters likes to traffic in children. And Chuck Schumer's, and Crooked Comey's his revenge. We're going to talk about that and more on the podcast. I do want to tell you that today's podcast is being brought to you by my good friends at Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream. Do me a favor, really quickly, I'm not going to take up too much time, but I want to tell you about this great product because if you have any pain, arthritis pain, Australian Dream really is the best. It doesn't burn. It doesn't smell. It's not greasy. It's endorsed by Chuck Woolery. What more do you want? But it's available at Walmart, Walgreens, and other great retailers. You can go online, AustralianDream.com, and it has an empty jar guarantee. That means if you don't like it, you don't believe me, you go buy it, you try it out, it doesn't work, you can turn it in, get your money back for a full refund. You're not going to have to do that because it works. Okay? So go and get your Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream. Okay, I am going to be checking your comments. Oh, my phone. I'm going to be checking your comments for on Facebook here. So I do want to hear from you. All right, let's get into what's going on. And it is something that needs to be talked about, if you ask me. And that is, I hear stories, and I have inside information. Now, I can't tell you who. I can only tell you that these people hate, and when I mean hate, they hate the Democrat Party. Oh, they hate them. And they want nothing more than to see the Democrat Party be destroyed. They want to start with the leadership, and then they want to go from there. Now, what is important about this is that these same people have inside information. Now, they have no proof, but they've heard that Chuck Schumer is an international drug dealer, that this international kingpin, drug kingpin, Chuck Schumer, uses all of his free time to go around and sell smack to children, importing it from the third world and bringing it to America, right to New York where his district is, because that's where all the good money is. I've also heard that Maxine Waters, again, I have no proof, and the people that have told me this, they hate Maxine Waters. They tell me she is trafficking in children. Sex slaves, getting them to work, just in slavery in general. Maxine Waters is the slavery queen of the world right now. Nobody's a bigger slave trader than Maxine Waters. Where's my proof? What do you mean proof? Why would I need proof today? I mean, this is the exact same kind of allegations that are being made about Donald Trump. There's no proof, no evidence, no suggestions that this has happened. It's just the left repeating a lie that they hear from somebody else, repeating a lie that they've heard from somebody else, increasing the lie, and then expecting everybody else to do what they suggest. Now, it has gotten out of hand. By the way, Kathy says she believes it. She believes these stories about Chuck Schumer being an international drug dealer. I got to be honest, I believe it too now. I do, because I heard it from a guy who doesn't like Chuck Schumer, but he's deep inside, he says. He didn't say what he has done with Chuck Schumer. He won't let anybody know his name, but he says he knows for a fact that Chuck Schumer is selling smack. I think on the street they call him Smack Schumer. I'm not positive, but that's one of the things I've heard. And Maxine Waters, she is just cleaning up in the child trafficking trade. It's just, again, these are different people, and I don't really know who they are, but they're anonymous sources. And but that's enough. Those kind of allegations, that's enough to get the left riled up. Today was no exception. One of the most, how about let's just use the word corrupt. One of the most corrupt individuals, if you ask me, in the Democrat Party is Elijah Cummings. Look and see what he talked about today in Capitol Hill.
Concerned that the continued failure of the House Republicans to take action in the face of this onslaught of allegations will cause significant damage to the faith that the American people have in the credibility and the integrity of our committees and the House of Representatives. Of course, Speaker Ryan has shown he has zero appetite for any investigation of President Trump.
Okay, now Elijah Cummings has zero information about President Trump because it didn't happen. It's not true. Here's another one. I'm going to go to my computer here. I'll let you observe what I'm looking at on my computer here in just a second. But sorry, I have to do the switching all by myself here. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm trying to do what's called switching. There we go. Can we do that? And then add this. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to look at a clip from the idiot John McCain in just a second. But there is a thing that came out earlier. Oops. I had a boo-boo. Oh, I clicked something earlier, and I had all my computer went dead. and so everything rebooted. Let's take a look at what's going on Facebook right now while the darn computer gets caught up here. Bob says, you believe if they're corrupted? Yes. By anonymous sources? Yes, of course. Gene's there. Kathy's there. Okay. So anyway, I was looking at different stories. And, did you see Chelsea Manning's out. Did you see that? Chelsea Manning is out. One of the great treasonists of all time is out and out of jail. Unbelievable what they've done. I'll get into that in just a second. But this is the story I wanted to bring up. And it is all the liberals. Here, I'll take the computer off just for a second. All the liberals are there. And what they want to do is they want to suggest that what Donald Trump did when he was talking was something that was treasonous. Oh, he gave out top secret information. Well, the top secret information we now know was from Israel. And Israel has now come out with a statement. And Israel says, you can see it right here on the feed. Israel says, Israel has full confidence in our intelligence sharing relationship with the United States and looks forward to the deepening that relationship in the years ahead under President Trump. Okay, so the people that supposed to be mad, they're not mad. But that's not good enough for the left. And when you talk about the left, there's one guy you always have to talk about. And yes, of course, I'm talking about the great Republican traitor, John McCain. Now, John McCain was talking with his friends in the liberal media, Bob Schaefer. And John McCain, whenever you want to have somebody talk bad about Republicans, the first thing you do is you go talk to John McCain. Because nobody will say more bad stuff about Republicans than John McCain. Nobody. And then remember when he was the Maverick and he ran for president? Everybody said, oh, he's the bestest ever. Oh, we love the Maverick. He's great. And then all of a sudden he was the nominee for president, and then they hated him. Then they lost and they like him again. And for 8 years, he hasn't said anything. Under Obama, nothing. He's been silent under Obama. But now Trump's there. Oh, he can't stop. Talking. Let's take a listen to this story.
Bob Schieffer joins us now from Washington. Bob, good morning to you. You know, there seems to be a lot of dropping shoes these days. What was your reaction when you heard John McCain use the word Watergate, and now we're hearing impeachment, too?
Well, John McCain is what they call a straight shooter. This is not the first time I've gotten a straight answer from him.
Shooter.
John McCain and I go back a long ways. In fact, I interviewed his father in Vietnam in 1966 before I even knew him. John McCain is deeply worried about this. I think he believes that Donald Trump is in serious trouble right now, and it is up to Donald Trump to get himself out of it. He meant that and repeated it. He has to get all the facts out on the table. He has to find some way to reassure people that what this is all about. And as I talked to many Republicans last.
Okay, let's stop right there. For a second, Bob Schieffer. Just a little something. You calm down there, Bob Schieffer. You stay right there. Well, what Donald Trump needs to do is he needs to come out with information. Well, I want the information that Chuck Schumer isn't a drug kingpin. I want the information from Maxine Waters that she is not a child sex trafficker. I want that information. I want it right now. I want the proof from them that they didn't do that. Oh, how do you prove a negative? Oh, that's right, you can't. And that's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with liars, and when you lie and you've got the media behind you, man, you can pretty much say anything you want. Let's see here. Jolene says, I trust our president 100%. John McCain's a traitor. Kathy says McCain needs to go. Linda says a straight shooting traitor. Yes, that's right. Ray, yes. Keep the comments a-coming. You know what else I want to see? I want to see the thumbs ups. I want to see the likes. I want to see the hearts. I want to see the shares. If you're on Facebook Live, if you're listening to us on the podcast right now, we really appreciate it. And if you do me a favor there, and it is so important, even if you're watching on Facebook Live, it is so important that you go and share the podcast and let people know that it's there. Share this video if you want. Whatever you can do to let people know that we're around. Facebook, Google, and Twitter are doing everything they can to silence conservative voices. And you have to help me to keep the conservative voices going, okay? Will you do that? Will you please? And it's very serious. And we cannot go around them unless you let your friends know. So please, I'm going to start doing more of these podcasts, more of the Facebook Live. As a matter of fact, this is a test, and I'm starting to notice that it's not going as I don't like the way the video's looking as much. Looks like it's kind of like stuck or something. But we'll get it going. It may have stopped. No, there we're back. I don't know. For some reason, my video is a little bit crunchy today, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to work on it. Anyway, let's get back to Bob Schieffer and the Maverick talking about how Donald Trump needs to prove that he's a good dude, I guess. Okay, let's get back to this idiot.
This is all about, and as I talked to many Republicans last night, their feeling is growing that until they get this settled, not much else is going to happen with the Trump administration.
Bob, there's also this feeling that what might be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and that it has to be someone or a group of people from within the Republican Party, within the Congress, who go to the president and say, these are the circumstances. Unless something happens here, you're going to be in even deeper trouble than you ever imagined.
I don't think, Charlie, we're to that point yet. But
Again, what has he done other than be a guy that nobody wanted in Washington, D.C.? What President Trump did was come in from the outside, and they hate outsiders. They hate the idea he wants to drain the swamp. Now, I would like to see him drain that swamp faster, but it's very hard when you got guys like Crooked Comey in there and his revenge. Oh, this guy that everybody says is most honest. This guy that is so wonderful, so loyal. You wait and see what this guy is going to do. He's going to start making up stuff like you wouldn't believe. And we all have to believe him because he's supposedly this honest, wonderful guy. I don't trust him one bit. I think we have an entire part of the government that are holdovers from Barack Obama, and they are attempting to commit a coup d'etat on this country, and it's got to stop. Are you with me? Do you agree? I want to see the comments on Facebook right now. I want to hear you comment on the podcast. I want to see the thumbs up. I want to see your comments. I want to hear from you because it's so important. Because if we don't, I'm telling you, these people are going to do everything they can to destroy this presidency. Now,
Welcome back.
We have the latest now. And let's see if I can bring this up. For some reason, it's not going as well. We have the media that can't stop using the word impeachment. Watch this.
Welcome back. You're watching MSNBC. I'm Stephanie Rule. The calls are growing for the ouster of President Trump. Another member of Congress wants him impeached.
Is that potentially impeachable if it's an obstruction of justice?
I think we're going to have to look into it a little bit further.
You were saying that this could lead down the road to impeachment, but we weren't anywhere near that yet. Does this breaking news tonight change your view on that?
Are we getting closer and closer to the possibility of yet another impeachment process?
Reluctantly, Wolf, I have to say yes.
Is it an impeachable offense if, in fact, the president obstructed justice?
So in terms of impeachment, are you taking action, working with Republicans, or doing anything that would actually move that agenda forward?
Do you harbor any hopes that you will find a conservative legal mind to match your desire to proceed with impeachment?
I think he can be looked at and perhaps even charged with obstruction of justice. I think that...
So you mean impeachment proceedings?
I beg your pardon?
You mean impeachment proceedings? Impeachment originates in the House.
Okay.
House leadership.
Enough. It just they won't.
So you mean impeachment proceedings?
Stop! Stop! They won't stop. These idiots won't stop. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me crazy. Am I the only one here that is going? These people are seriously insane. Their hatred is so powerful that they really can't control themselves. I don't get it. I'm sitting here and I'm watching these clips. I'm listening to what they have to say. I look at the hatred on their faces. I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring up pictures for you. But I'm trying to bring up these pictures. And you could just see the hatred on their faces. You could just see it. Look at Maxine Waters, who, again, I don't have any real insight, but I've heard stories. I've heard that she may be into child trafficking. Look at the hatred on her face. Just look at it. She's just angry. She's just mad. And they won't stop just making stuff up. Listen to her.
Pardon?
You mean impeachment proceedings? Impeachment originates in the House. House leadership and the Republican Party has shown no interest in that and seems like it's the furthest thing from their mind. You think that's going to change?
Are you suggesting that President Trump should face impeachment?
No, I'm not suggesting that.
Congressman, what is your case for impeachment?
But now we're talking impeachment. Do you think this is a bridge too far?
Yeah, what do you think of this impeachment possibility? What's more needed to prove obstruction of justice than the president fires the guy coming after him after asking him to drop the case? What more do you need?
Is that impeachment is the remedy? I mean, the president can't...
It's the only remedy.
Yeah, there's growing talk, at least, about impeachment within your party. You have Congresswoman Maxine Waters. You have Congressman Al Green, Congresswoman Tulsi Tulsi Gabbard, all talking about impeachment for this president.
You heard Jeffrey Toobin say it would be an obstruction of justice, and potentially, as you know, Senator, that could be impeachable. That could be an impeachable offense.
All right, impeach. Okay, that's not the scandal. What the scandal is, where are the leaks coming from? The scandal is the coup d'etat being orchestrated as we speak by the left, most likely from Barack Obama, as we understand, and most likely the holdovers from the Obama administration. That's what's bigger than Watergate. Also, how about the Hillary Clinton emails? We don't talk about that anymore. We don't talk about anything where the left has done all kinds of nasty stuff. No, we don't talk about it at all. Why? Because it doesn't fit their story, doesn't fit their narrative. And Crooked Comey, let me tell you something. His latest thing is going to be leak, lie, deny. That's his new MO from now on. Because he's lost his cushy little insider job. And he liked messing with stuff from the inside. And now he wants blood. And the people who benefit most from his corruption, and that of the crooks inside the government, they are doing everything they can now, but calling for the death of President Trump. Everything else is okay. By the way, it's not just Trump. Story out of Right Wing News. That is our new awesome partners. They are over there and doing great work. Great stories over at Right Wing News. Let's take a look at one of their big stories. Because, again, it's another conservative story. Tim Allen is breaking his silence after ABC cancels his show. By the way, Right Wing News, if you haven't been there, you should go there. They're on Facebook. You can find their website, rightwingnews.com. Fans of ABC's Last Man Standing were shocked and furious to learn that the popular show was unexpectedly canceled with high ratings and broad appeal. No one could understand what would make the network want to get rid of the show. But it wasn't just the fans who were shocked. Tim Allen was too. Said publicly, so after the cancellation hit the news, Allen had initially kept quiet about ABC's decision to cancel the show, but eventually he took to Twitter. And he said, let's see, what did he say? He said, I'm stunned and blindsided by the network I called home for the last 6 years. Last Man Standing. I've actually heard good things about Tim Allen. And while I did not watch that show a whole bunch, a lot of people really liked it. And he seemed to be speaking for a lot of people on that show. And the idea that ABC and the left gets a chance to, take out another conservative, do you think it's coincidence? Yeah, I don't either. Let's see. Oh, by the way, here's something else you should look at. My friend John Hawkins, he is the guy that's running Right Wing News. He has a brand new book out, and it's really good. It's called 101 Things All Young Adults Should Know About, and it is available at Amazon. Kindle edition right here. It's a good deal. And no, I'm not going to pay for it right now. I've already bought it. But you should go check that out if you get a chance. Again, that is John Hawkins' book, Things All Young Adults Should Know. What else is going on? Oh, I want to thank you again for coming. Let's take a look at your comments on my Facebook feed. Let's see here. Donna says, yes, let's pass all this coverage over wall to wall, even if it were not true. Would not go anywhere, the media would not cover it. Oh, talking about Chuck Schumer being a drug lord? I'm pretty sure it's true. I'm not positive. But it's enough that we should have investigations. Oh, yes, we need to investigate Chuck Schumer. Because being a drug kingpin as the senior member of the Democrats in the Senate, that's a bad thing. I would think they should investigate that. Don't you? See what else here on my Facebook. Let's see. Jolene has the utmost respect for Tim Allen. Karen says, I fear for Trey Gowdy. Well, you never know. You never know what the Democrats are going to do next. And it's, again, it's wrong. You don't have to be the biggest Trump supporter. But the idea that we are going to do everything we can to destroy this man just because we don't like him, just because the left lost an election, just because James Comey lost his job, it's not right. It's just not right, my friends. And we have to fight back. We do. We have no choice. Now, President Trump, he's doing a pretty good job of saying, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. All is well. But it's gone so far that we as Americans...
Now I want to take this opportunity...
We as Americans, we need to help our commander-in-chief at this moment. Let me play you a little clip here of President Trump, who gave a little speech earlier today, and let you hear what he had to say.
Now I want to take this opportunity to give you some advice. Over the course of your life, you will find that things are not always fair. You will find that things happen to you that you do not deserve and that are not always warranted. But you have to put your head down and fight, fight, fight. Never, ever, ever give up.
Good.
Things will work out just fine. Look at the way I've been treated lately, especially by the media. No politician in history, and I say this with great surety, has been treated worse or more unfairly. You can't let them get you down. You can't let the critics and the naysayers get in the way of your dreams.
He's right. He's right. Okay. So, what do we do now? Partly it is fight back. How do we fight back? Right now you're doing it. You really are. But you have to make a difference by letting people know about shows like this. My show, Sean Hannity's doing a great job. Mark Levin's doing a great job. Rush, of course. We are doing something different online right now. Myself, my friend Ben Shapiro. But we can't do it without you. We cannot do it unless you tell people where to go. Now, again, we're not just doing Facebook Live, which I'm doing right now, but we also do a podcast. And you might be listening to that podcast right now. If you missed part of this on Facebook Live, I'll have the link on this page in just a little bit. I'll post it at the top so you can get it. Or if you've paid attention to this and you want your friends to see it, please share it on Facebook, or iTunes, Twitter, whatever. It's so important. As I mentioned earlier, the left is silencing conservative voices. Facebook is making it more difficult for our messages to be heard by squelching our news feeds. The left is not seeing this much squelching as we are. It's dangerous. Same with Google. Same with Twitter. YouTube has been really bad lately. So the way you make a difference is comment. That's another big way. One way to make these things go viral or get more people to listen is by you being interactive. More of those thumbs up, more of those hearts, more of your comments, and Facebook goes, wow, people are paying attention to it. We'll push that out a little bit more. So it really makes a difference. Even if you disagree with something I said, you agree with something I said, you want to yell, scream, whatever it is, your comments really, really, really matter. Your shares really, really matter. Another thing that matters is if you go to my sponsors. Now, I have a fabulous sponsor, a brand new sponsor. If you've got a business that is one that does advertising online. Things have changed so much in advertising. You need somebody that can specialize online. And yes, in just a moment, I'm going to get to your comments, okay? So now is a great time to write your comments so I can read them on the show, okay? So go right now and comment here on Facebook, okay? One of the things that I'm doing in my career now is I've been asked for years and years and years to help people be better communicators. I have, for 20 years, helped teach other radio broadcasters and TV broadcasters how to be better at what it is that they do. I've been kind of I don't talk about this very much, but I've been a high-paid consultant for the radio and broadcast industries. And now I'm starting a business to help other people outside of those industries be better in broadcasting and podcasting and how to get on TV and stuff. And I'll tell you about that later on. But there is a great company that is helping you get noticed on Facebook. They're called Ad Zombies, and they're the world's best flat fee copywriting service. Basically, they just charge one fee for writing a commercial. And normally, you have to pay a lot of money for this stuff, and it lasts forever, and you have to hire a big ad agency. With Ad Zombies, you don't have to do that. They are an award-winning company. The guy that runs it is a veteran copywriter. He's one of the most creative guys I know. His name's Ken Moskowitz, just an incredible guy. And he's worked with M&M's and Budweiser and Frito-Lay and the NBA and NFL and great places like that. They're the real deal. Their ads are like gold, and they will help bring gold to your company. So go check out Ad Zombies, would you please? Ad Zombies. And you use my name in the promo area. In the checkout, you'll save 20% off your first ad. Just use the word Rusty. Okay? Ad Zombies, the world's best flat fee copywriting service. Ad Zombies will bring your ads back to life. Okay? Let's see here. Let's see. Jolene says she loves Ben Shapiro. He's an old friend of mine. Matter of fact, Ben Shapiro, I knew him when he was like 15 years old, and he used to write me columns and get my critiques of him. He's 15 years old sending stuff. Now he's doing great, so I'm very proud of Ben Shapiro. Let's see, what else do we have here? You people are crazy, says Sarah. Why, thank you. I'd like to know, Sarah, what is it that we are crazy with? Is it the Democrats, or you think that us standing up for the truth is bad? Again, Of tell you something else. If there is any information that Donald Trump has done any of what you've suggested, I'll be on the first running him out of town on a rail kind of guy. I'll be right with you. But until then, you better have some damn evidence. You better have some proof. You have none. All you've done is destroy a good man's name and reputation for political reasons, and it's wrong. It's wrong no matter who you're doing it to. But if it's not wrong, then Chuck Schumer is an international drug lord. Maxine Waters sells children on the internet. Give me a Michael Moore. Well, there's not much I could say about Michael Moore that isn't already, negative. So I probably don't need to go there. All right, let's see here. Kathy says, new media needs to replace the mainstream media. We're trying. We are. We just need your help. Again, get this show out there. Let people know about it. Karen says, on Facebook, I used to click share and it would go to all my friends list. Now I click share and I must send it by Messenger. Again, this is what Facebook is doing. They're making it harder for the messages to get out. I have I've got a number of different Facebook pages, and I have over 1 million people that are my friends that have clicked liked on my pages. And there are some times where 200 see a video I post. 200? What the hell's Facebook doing? I don't know. How can totally 200 people see it? And that, again, that's not 200 people watched it. That's just how many people Facebook got it out for. So it's one of the reasons why we're going to start doing more Facebook Lives. That's why we're going to push the podcast more. We're going to go around these people. We're going to go around radio stations. We're going to go around the big corporations. We're going to go around Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Google. And we're going to do it ourselves because the message needs to be heard. Because if it's not heard, the American people are going to believe what the Democrats are saying. And they're going to believe those lies. And first it's Donald Trump. And next it'll be Mike Pence. And then, what, you? Me? When the lie doesn't matter, why stop? Let's see. William, what about my main man, Jay Sekulow? Jay's a good guy. I like Jay. They are shoving this memo narrative so we don't see what else is going on. Oh, the murders. Yeah, what's that kid's name? Seth Rich? I don't know about that. I don't like all of the conspiracy theories. But there's something weird to this one, isn't there? Have you seen, you know the Seth Rich story. Here's the story. Supposedly this Seth Rich kid was working inside the DNC, and out of the blue he gets murdered. And no, they didn't steal anything. It wasn't a robbery. Everybody seemed to like him. Then word starts spreading that this guy may have been the one sending the leaks to WikiLeaks. And even Julian Assange is saying, yeah, he was kind of part of this. So there's a lot of people speculating, and this is where I don't like it. It's where the Democrats are going after Trump. I don't like the speculation. But they're saying Seth Rich may have been murdered because he was the guy that sent all the emails to WikiLeaks. And that's what hurt Hillary so bad. I don't know. Do you believe the story? I don't know. Patty says, I too am very sick. Oh, by the way, I'm having to squint my eyes. I've had LASIK twice. I'm getting old. First, I did it, and it was both eyes. Now, the last time I got it done, I don't know if you've had that. My right eye is supposed to be for long distance, and my left eye is supposed to be for short, for up close. I don't know about that. It's like it's not working anymore. It was done only a couple of years ago. You're getting old. Okay, Patty says, I, too, am very sick of all these leftists that are just so full of hate. Look at what Obama and Hillary did, and no one is saying a word. I have total trust in President Trump. Somehow it has to stop. You know what? I agree with you on this one, Patty. And by the way, more thumbs up, more comments. We need to hear from you and see from you on Facebook. This is the way that and share it right now. Go to that page and share it right now. But why, Rusty? Because, again, we have to go around Facebook and Twitter. And the more you share it, the more comments, the more thumbs up and likes you do. Facebook thinks that this is a important program, and it is, but you don't get the love unless you show the love. There's a word in psychology. It's called social proof. And it says, I'm giving you inside information here. And it says the more that people like something or appear to like something, the more other people will come in and like it. For example, when Elvis was big, Colonel Tom Parker, what he would do is he would put girls, he'd pay them to scream in the stage and then faint. Next thing you know, girls are really screaming and fainting at Elvis, and that's how he got that going. Anyway, what was I talking about before that? Sure, it was important. Oh, well. Anyway, we got to get the message out. We can't let these idiots, we can't let these liars continue to keep the narrative going, to keep the story going, okay? More comments. Let's see here. Glad you're doing this, says Karen. I will share it even if I must use Messenger. Do it. Do it, I say. Do it, Karen. Thank you. I'm behind you 100%, hun. That's Jolene. Thank you. Washington. Turbulence. Rock stocks down. Closes more than a whole bunch of points. I just got this a second ago. How much is the Dow down? Dow's down more than 370 points amongst the latest Trump controversy. This just broke. Now this, again, the Democrats are hurting your pocketbook. How about that for the message? The Democrats' lies are hurting your 401k. They're killing the stock market because they're lying about the president. Look at the Clinton history with what, 30 mysterious deaths? Maybe, Ray. Oh, I was going to ask you, what do you think about the Seth Rich story? Do you think that there's something behind that, or is it just a big coincidence? I don't know. Again, I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy. Patty shared it. Thank you, Patty. We'll continue to do so every day. Shirley says, the Dems have gone crazy. They need to open their eyes. They are so blinded. Yes, Shirley, they're crazy go nuts. They're crazy go nuts. They got crazy eyes, them Democrats. Okay. I don't care if you are a Republican or an independent, Green Party. I don't care if you are a libertarian, Democrat, socialist, if you're a commie, or a good old-fashioned conservative. What I care about is you joining us to do what is in the best interest of the United States of America. Changing our system of government and overthrowing the government is not going to do it. Committing a coup d'etat on a sitting president of the United States, that's not going to do it. Giving more power to those people on the inside, the elitists, is not going to do it. As a matter of fact, before President Trump was ever elected, when he was still one of 47 guys that were Republicans running for president, I don't remember who it was, I remember saying the Republicans would rather commit suicide than allow Donald Trump to be president of the United States. Now he's president. And all of this controversy is happening. And you know what you're not hearing? Republicans. I mean, John McCain's out there saying, yeah, let's get it. Let's stab Trump and get rid of him, is what McCain's basically saying. Where are the Republicans standing up for Donald Trump? Where are the Republicans standing tall and fighting back? They're a bunch of cowards. This is why we continue to say we want to drain the swamp. We want these guys gone. You will lose the next election in 2 years, Republicans. You will. I promise. You better pull your heads out. The only good thing here about the Democrats going so crazy is that most people are rational, and they're going, man, them Democrats, they're crazy. They're crazy go nuts. I can't support that. I'm going to vote for Trump just to tick them off. So we do have that going for us. Okay, going to wrap things up. Before I do, I want to remind you again to subscribe, to share. It's so important. Facebook and YouTube are strangling conservative voices. The only way we can beat them is to go around them. The only way to go around them is for you to do your part. Please do that. Share this video, share this podcast. Comment on them. Comment on the page. Also, if you'd please go and subscribe at iTunes, just search for the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Hit subscribe. It'll come right to your phone. And do a nice little comment there if you would. I can't tell you how much it makes a difference. Yo, come on, everybody says that. No, it really, really, really makes a difference. Please go do that now. Also, I want to thank Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream. I want to thank Ad Zombies for their support. I want to remind you that we're going to be working with Right Wing News and be doing this Facebook Live on Right Wing News coming up soon. And I'll do more on my own pages, but Right Wing News will get us an even bigger audience. It's awesome. That'll be a daily show. My new book is almost ready. That's going to be cool. It's called Inspire, Engage, and Sell. And if you or your company is looking for an amazing communications or social media training, or you want to learn how to be better in front of the public, you want me to speak to your group, go to my new website. Email me, rusty@rustylive.com. That's rusty@rustylive.com. That's it. May God bless you. May God bless America. This is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.